I'm a bit nervous creating this video because I feel like I'm not the right person to talk about this, but alias, I'm still going to talk about it. I want to say that I am not a nutritionist. I am not a online fitness coach. I am simply a mindset coach. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I've lost 15 kilos in the last 3 months. And I'm only going to be talking about the mindset shifts and the habit changes. I'm not going to talk about nutrition and all that because I have no education and lived experience in that. So not lived experience, but like I just don't feel qualified to talk about nutrition and diet because I am a mindset coach. So in this video, I am going to be talking about the mentality that has helped me lose 15 kilos in the last 3 months and keep it off. It does involve a lot of different mindset shifts, a lot of hard truths, and a lot of patience. So FYI, that's if you want the little secret answer, it's patience, it's discipline, and it's soaking in the hard truth that if it took you this long to put on the weight, or it took you this long to keep this toxic habit, it's going to take a while to undo that habit. So this video is also not in regards to just weight loss, but if you have any habit that you want to kick to the curb, this is a video to watch because I honestly did not think that I was someone that could lose that much amount of weight, ever. I don't know why. I just never thought that I could break this habit. And I'm someone that I love to snack. I love to eat a lot of yummy fried chicken and a lot of fried stuff. And now I don't really do it anymore, nor do I have the cravings. And I really, not that I've restricted myself, but I've given myself the opportunity to have it once in a while, which I've heard online. Yeah, you can have things once in a while, like 80% healthy, 20% unhealthy, but I never actually understood how. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to cut any bad habit and how to replace it with a more healthy habit. No nutrition advice, by the way. So if you're looking on how to lose weight really fast in a very dangerous way, then this video is probably just not for you. But before I go into that, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe because I do post videos every single Sunday. I will be referring to my book once again, because I always seem to get off track and I hate that. I hate that I get off track, so I don't want to do that. Also, if you see me playing with my little septum piercing, it's because I've got a little bit of a cold and I'm really scared. One of my pet peeves is getting bloody snot on my piercing, and then I'm talking with snot in your face. Scary. So the first thing that I want you to understand when you're trying to break any habit is to understand your why. Why is this habit very unhealthy and very toxic to the person and the life that you want to build? For me personally, when I was 15 to 20 kilos heavier, because I think I've lost more weight, but because I put on muscle, it's muscle's heavier than fat. I think I've lost, these shorts I could not fit, but now they're so loose on me that I've got to buy a belt or buy 2 sizes down. I was a size 12 and now I'm a size 8, put it that way. So I had to ask myself why do I want to lose the weight? Why is it important for me to lose the weight? What consequences am I settling for if I choose to keep this habit going? I'll be honest and say that I tried to follow as many body positivity accounts because I had really bad cellulite in the back of my thighs. That didn't help. I spent so much time trying to convince myself that I was fine, I was happy, I felt good, even though I didn't feel good. And that was my why. I was I am so done trying to explain why trying to delude myself into feeling good when I just don't feel good. I didn't like that every single morning I woke up feeling sluggish and I woke up feeling like I had all my back hurt, my joints hurt, especially at 27 years old. That shit shouldn't be happening. Girl, I'm why am I moving like a grandma and I'm not even at 30 years old? I've got 1/3 of my life. I'm ready to do 1/3. I've got another 80 fucking years to go. Oh my God. And I'm already feeling like this? No. I'm not going to accept that. And I just sat with myself and I was I just don't like that I don't feel confident, and I don't like that I have to ask my friends, hey, do I still look okay? I remember I would ask my friends, hey, do I still look okay? I haven't put on any more weight, have I? And of course my friends will be of course not, babe. But of course they're saying that because they don't want to tell me the truth. But whenever I looked at myself in the mirror, or what was worse was when I looked at myself on photos, I didn't like the way that I looked. And instead of feeling bad about myself, I was okay, the one thing that I can change is my body. That's something that I can change. Obviously I can't change my skin color, I can't change the way that I look, I can't turn white. I'm Asian, that's something I can't change, but I can change how I look, and that's through diet, sleep, exercise. So that was my why. I didn't like that I didn't feel confident. I didn't like the way that I looked in photos. I didn't like that none of my clothes fit anymore, and I needed to go a size up when I wanted to go a size down. So those were my whys. So start to ask yourself why am I wanting to break this habit? What benefits am I getting from keeping this bad habit? Because the reason why this bad habit is still there there is because you get some sort of benefit from it. So my benefit was I loved snacking and eating shit food because it felt good in the moment, but it made me feel shit later. But I love the taste of food. I love fried chicken. I love fries. I love chocolate. I love like Diet Coke. I love all of that. Everything that you can think of, I love. I love my nuggets. I love everything. I love every bad food. Like I love my tempura. I love my udon. I love my ramen. I love my Korean corn dogs. I love everything I love. Okay, so that was why my bad habit stayed, because I loved the quick pleasures of the food that I was eating. And yeah, but the con was that I felt sluggish when I wasn't eating the food, and it was just like this cycle that I was ready to break. So just get very honest with yourself about understanding your why, understanding what benefits you are receiving from this bad habit that you want to break, but also understand what consequences are you dealing with your life when you accept this bad habit and you keep it repeating. So another example is with my client. She can't stop scrolling on her phone till 3 or 4 in the morning. That is a bad habit. But why did she scroll on her phone till 3 or 4 in the morning? It's because she felt like she had no control during her day, because she was always at work or she was working, helping her mum, because her mum was going through some health issues, that by the time that she actually got time to herself, it was already midnight. So she felt like she had to make up a few hours to give to herself, but it fucked up her sleep, it fucked up her health, it screwed up everything, because she had to wake up again at 6 a.m. and go back to work and do the same thing all over again. So she felt like she had control over her time when she stayed up that late. On top of that, she received comfort in being able to control that. So that was a bad habit, but the habit didn't feel good in the morning when she would wake up very sluggish and she wouldn't be able to concentrate, and she then started to develop a coffee addiction. Understand your why, understand why this habit is still in your life and why it's more important to get rid of that habit. The second thing is to move your body in ways that excite you. I haven't stepped foot in a gym at all this year. Gyms do not excite me. Gyms just make me feel a little bit anxious. They make me feel nervous. I feel like everyone's watching everyone else. Like everyone's just trying to one up everyone else. But on top of that, like when I think of a gym and going to the gym, it doesn't excite me. What excites me is going on runs and going on walks. So every single day, I just make it a mission to reach 10,000 steps. And it's gone to the point now where I'm so fucking bored walking, because I just walk around the same park or I run around the same, like, you know, track. But what I do now is that I make it a mission to listen to a podcast episode. So I combine an uncomfortable activity of like moving my body, because, you know, sometimes I'm still a lazy shit, but I pair it with an activity that I love, which is like listening to a podcast or watching a YouTube video or listening to an audiobook. So whatever that is for you, pair the activity that you don't want to do, that you're avoiding, with an activity that you do love to do. For example, I sometimes like to scroll on my phone, but I tell myself I can only scroll on my phone if I'm also walking at the same time. So that's what I do. I can only scroll on my phone as I'm walking. I can't just lay down on the bed or sit down and scroll, because I'll be there for hours. And then what's worse is that I'll start snacking. So always, if you have a habit such as scrolling or watching a podcast or watching like something on Netflix, and that's like one thing that you love, pair it with something that you don't want to do. For example, like if you have a treadmill at home, you can put on your favorite TV show and walk on the treadmill. You won't even realize that you're walking the treadmill because you're too busy focused on the TV show. So even with cleaning, I put on like my favorite playlist, or put on my podcast or Netflix show as I'm cleaning. Whatever task I'm avoiding or whatever bad habit I want to break, I counteract it with a habit that I love. So think about like what habits can you create with habits that you really love to engage in, and just mix the two together. And then you started a routine. The third thing is that you've got to accept the hard truth. Especially when I was trying to break my habit at first, it was so hard because I was met with so much resistance and avoidance. The thing is that like me putting on all that weight, or me forming this bad habit of like eating a lot of shit or like snacking a lot and like drinking fizzy drinks and not drinking water, that didn't happen overnight. So why am I expecting the progress to also happen overnight? It's not going to happen like that. Like these habits of me snacking especially, they've been in my life for the last 10 years, and here I am expecting for it to be like gone in a week. That's literally just not how it works. So you have to give yourself grace and give yourself the hard truth. Also with like weight loss, I thought, okay, if I diet for 1 week, I should have lost 10 kilos by now. That's not how it works. It did not take you 1 week to put on 10 kilos. It will not take you 1 week to lose 10 kilos. That's just a hard reality, and you have to be patient. If you start to feel impatient, understand that it took you a while to get to this point. It's going to take you a while to get back to the point that you want to get to. And also see it as like a test of like delayed gratification. We live in a world where everything's so instant. You can Google whatever you want to Google. You can find out any information you want to. You can get the validation that you want. Just post a photo online on your Instagram and then you get 10 likes, 10, 20, 30, 100, 200 likes. And that's your instant gratification. But delayed gratification is a muscle that I have recently learned to exercise a lot, because to lose 15 kilos is not like overnight. It cannot happen in just like that. It takes months. It takes months of like not giving up, staying on track, choosing every single day. I'm not going to eat the chocolate. I'm not going to go buy that hot dog. I'm not going to go do that. I'm going to choose to drink water. I'm going to choose to do my 10,000 steps. I'm going to choose to eat that salad. For example, sometimes if I'm struggling to stay healthy, I will have a salad, but then I'll put a bit of like my fried chicken that I really love on top of it. So it's still healthy, but it's still portion controlled. So this leads back to like the point before of like making an unpleasant situation a little bit more pleasant. So if you struggle to eat salads, but you know that you love fried chicken, or you love like deep fried salmon or grilled salmon, pair them together. You love fries, for example. I love fries, so I would make my own fries from potatoes and have it with grilled chicken on the side and some broccoli. So you can have a healthy meal, but also create healthy substitutes. That's also another thing. Always look for ways to substitute things. Nothing is just black and white. You can always find little ways to make things a little bit more pleasurable without sacrificing your goals and like staying off track. But getting back, see, you see how I'm like looping off into into rambling land? Understand that any habit that you want to break is going to require time and effort and discipline and consistency, and that will help you build your muscle in delayed gratification. Not many people can be patient. Not many people can wait and wait and wait, but put in the work without seeing any results. So if you're someone that can work on delayed gratification, you will go so far in life and so far in your mindset. And I found that now I'm a lot more patient with myself and my business and my goals when it comes to my success and what I want to achieve and my purpose, because I've been so patient with myself and my weight loss. And from that, I've been more patient in other areas of my life, and I've been okay with delayed gratification. And number 4, cut off any easy habits that you know that you can control. For me, the first thing I did was I stopped snacking and I stopped drinking my calories. So I stopped juices, I stopped smoothies, I stopped Cokes, whatever, the juices, all that stuff. I stopped everything. I would make sure that I would sit down for every single meal and that I would chew my food and take my time to appreciate the food that was coming into my mouth and appreciate the tastes that were coming into my mouth. On top of that, I would only eat out at like a Thai restaurant or like a Korean restaurant or whatever if I was with a friend. I wouldn't go and get takeaway and come back and eat at home, because that also contributed to like instant gratification. But on top of that, it contributed to my weight gain, and it went against the values and the goals that I had towards trying to lose the weight. So, but you also don't want to restrict yourself and go cold turkey, because then the rebellious side is going to come out and then want to fight back. But what you can do, and what I did, was that I still allow myself to have treats here and there, but I put rules around it. I can only go out and have a really nice meal for the experience of connecting with a friend, not for the experience of just going and getting an easy meal that I can just take away and come home and eat in the pleasures of my own home. And the snacking thing was the biggest like tip when it came to weight loss. Like the moment I stopped snacking, I realized how much I would lean towards snacking. Like I would just snack as I was driving. I would snack as I was like doing work or whatever it was. I was always snacking, and that was where the hidden calories were, and that was the reason why I couldn't lose the weight. So the moment that I stopped snacking was the moment that I started to just drop weight like no tomorrow. Even now, even if I was to eat like a whole bag of fried chicken, if I didn't snack, I still have kept the weight off, because a lot of my calories came from snacking that I didn't even realize, because it was so unconscious. And the moment that I made that habit conscious, it was so easy to understand where that missing link was as to why I couldn't lose the weight and why I kept putting on weight. This is the last tip that I want to share, and I know that like this can apply to any habit. And I gave this tip to one of my clients, and it stopped her from binge eating and stopped her from doom scrolling on her phone. So I know that this works. But you have control over your hands. Like you have control over eating the food. You have control over tapping the card in order to pay for the food. You have control over holding your phone, tapping into social media and scrolling. You understood that you can control your hands by putting this like the stuff down or turning your phone off and doing something else with your hands. Once you understand that control, you can do anything in your life, because it's very simple. It's very simple. Just understand that your control is in your hands. And once I understood that, I stopped snacking, I stopped doom scrolling, I stopped procrastinating. I actually started doing the things I needed to do, because I was like, wait a minute, why are these hands scrolling on social media when she said that she was going to make sure that she created content today? And here I am creating content. I could easily be scrolling on my phone right now, but my hands choose to talk to the camera and to give you content and to serve and to slay. So that's all I wanted to share. If you love this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to book a one-on-one call with me, you can book a 45-minute free consult call down below. I offer an 8-week program that has gone over 150 happy client testimonials, so you can check out my testimonials down below as well. That's it for this week. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what ideas or topics you want me to go into next week, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye guys.